Lord Muruga and the Granny Avvaiyar. Avvaiyar was a great devotee of Lord Murugan. She worshipped Lord Murugan as her dearest god. She did not have a family or kids for herself, but considered all kids she meets up in the villages as her own grandchildren, loved them all, and instructed them with her really good moral poems and songs. As such, Avvaiyar had treated Lord Murugan also as her godchild and loved him with great devotion. Once she wanted to see the renowned Murugan temple called Palani, which was located at the top of a big hill, as she was poor and could not afford any mode of transport, such as horse or bullock cart. She was walking towards the temple, glorifying Lord Murugan with her songs and poems. On the way, she occurred to pass a thick forest where she found it really hard to walk on the rough way, as she had actually been walking from the morning. She was incredibly weary and famished. She had no meals, so she looked occasionally for any type of tree which bears edible fruits or roots. At a brief distance, she discovered a jambu tree that bore a lot of sweet jambu fruit on its branches. The fruits looked ripe and yummy, and Avvaiyar wished to eat some fruits. Yet, as the tree was really high, the old granny might not climb up the tree to collect some fruit. She was older and also fragile. She thought that it would be a lot better if there was anyone who can be of assistance to pick up some fruit. And on nearing the tree, there she saw a little boy sitting on a branch of the jambu tree itself. Avvaiyar felt happy. She looked upon the face of the little boy. The boy looked gorgeous, with an innocent but playful face. But he undoubtedly looked illiterate village boy. Avvaiyar thought that he might be a shepherd boy, and of course she was right. There were some buffaloes grazing grass at a little distance away from the tree. This boy seems like an illiterate village boy that tends to buffalo for his living. It is actually a shame to beg of such an ignorant boy's help to fill my tummy and also quench my thirst. The learned granny thought with little ego. But the extreme hunger and tiredness joined together to urge her to request the boy's help to get at least some of those rich and tasty fruit. So Avvaiyar went near the tree and called the boy, "Hey, little boy, I have actually been walking since the morning. I am exhausted and also starving. Will you be of some help to pluck some of those jambu fruits from the tree to enable me to eat as well as relieve my thirst. The shepherd boy looked down at the old woman and laughed divinely. Okay, Grandma, I will pluck some fruit for you. Yet, advise me one thing initially. Do you want cozy fruit or chili fruits? He asked funnily. Avvaiyar stood perplexed. She had learned a great deal in Tamil literature and gained enough knowledge and also discussed a lot of it with much learned scholars. She had actually learned of a lot of trees as well as many fruit and flowers. Yet, nowhere in the world had she become aware of a cozy fruit or chili fruit fresh from a tree. But as that illiterate shepherd boy spoke about a cozy fruit, she thought that there must be some fun behind that. So she made up her mind and asked, Okay, little boy, give me some cozy fruit. The boy laughed once again and shook a branch of the tree which was full of ripe fruits. A lot of ripe fruits and green fruits fell off the ground below from that branch. Granny Avvaiyar went near the tree eagerly and picked up a couple of the fruits which looked appropriate ripe to consume. The fruit looked ripe, yet there was some soil particle staying with the fruit. In order to take out the soil bits, Avvaiyar sealed her lips and blew air heavily on the fruit, similar to what we do to cool down a warm cup of tea or coffee. Seeing that, the shepherd boy giggled heartily and asked her, Granny, are the fruit too cozy? Blow well, blow well. Avvaiyar, who had actually not expected such an inquiry from that shepherd boy, stood in astonishment. She recognized then that the boy previously referred the ripe fruits as cozy fruit and unripe green fruits as chili fruits to tease her. She felt embarrassed by the fact that she was defeated by an illiterate shepherd boy. She wanted to beg for his forgiveness for thinking low of him as an illiterate boy, and so looked up the tree for him. The boy was not to be seen there. But suddenly, at the middle of that thick hilly forest, Lord Muruga appeared before her and giggled divinely with love and admiration. Lord Muruga was seated on his beautiful peacock and also looked divinely magnificent. He held his powerful weapon, the spear, in his hand. My dear Grandma Avvaiyar, I recognize that you were tired and famished, and that there is nobody to assist you in this thick forest. That is why I came right here to help you. In the meantime, I wanted to tease you a little. You yourself have instructed all that we ought not to evaluate people by their appearance. You are a much learned and also talented Tamil poet. I blessed you with a long and also worthwhile life on this earth. Lord Muruga blessed her and he disappeared. Feeling very pleased that her dearest God himself had actually come there to assist her and bless her, the Grandma Avvaiyar sang several stunning songs glorifying Lord Murugan and worshipped the Lord with love.